I'm Tolu Agbelusi, and I will be reading a letter by Elizabeth Jennings, which was written and published in 1854. I particularly like the fact that at the end of this whole story, which is not captured in the letter, she sues everybody and wins. Sarah E. Adams and myself walked down to the corner of Pearl and Chatham stations to catch the 3rd Avenue cars. I held up my hand to the driver and he stopped the cars. We got on the platform when the conductor told us to wait for the next car. I told him I could not wait as I was in a hurry to go to church. The other car was about a block off. He then told me that the other car had my people in it, that it was appropriated for that purpose. I then told him I had no people. It was no particular occasion. I wished to go to church as I had been going for the last 6 months, and I did not wish to be detained. He insisted upon my getting off the car. I told him I would wait on the car until the next car came up. He again insisted on my waiting in the street, but I did not get off the car. By this time, the other car came up, and I asked the driver if there was any room in his car. He told me very distinctly, no, that there was more room in my car than there was in his. Yet this did not satisfy the conductor. He still kept driving me out or off the car, said he had just as much time as I had and could wait just as long. I replied, very well, we'll see. He waited some few minutes. When the driver's becoming impatient, he said to me, well, you may go in, but remember, if the passengers raise any objections, you shall go out whether or no, or I'll put you out. I answered again and told him I was a respectable person, born and raised in New York, did not know where he was born, that I had never been insulted before while going to church, and that he was a good-for-nothing, impudent fellow for insulting decent persons whilst on their way to church. He then said I should come out, and he would put me out. I told him not to lay his hands on me. He took hold of me, and I took hold of the window sash and held on. He pulled me until he broke my grasp, and I took hold of his coat and held on to that. He also broke my grasp from that. But previously he had dragged my companion out, all the while she screaming for him to let go. He then ordered the driver to fasten his horses, which he did, and came and helped him put me out of the car. They then both seized hold of me by the arms and pulled and dragged me flat down on the bottom of the platform so that my feet hung one way and my head the other, nearly on the ground. I screamed murder with all my voice, and my companion screamed, "You kill her! Don't kill her!" The driver then let go of me and went to his horses. I went again in the car, and the conductor said, "You'll sweat for this," then told the driver to drive as fast as he could and not to take another passenger in the car, to drive until he saw an officer or a station house. They got an officer on the corner of Walker and Bowery, whom the conductor told that his orders from the agent were to admit colored persons if the passengers did not object, but if they did, not to let them ride. When the officer took me, there were some 8 or 10 persons in the car. When the officer, without listening to anything I had to say, thrust me out and then pushed and tauntingly told me to get redress if I could. This the conductor also told me. and gave me some name and number of his car. He wrote his name Moss and the car number 7. But I looked and saw number 6 on the back of his car. After dragging me off the car, he drove me away like a dog, saying not to be talking there and raising a mob or a fight. I came home down Walker Street, and a German gentleman followed, who told me he saw the whole transaction in the street as he was passing. His address is Latour, number 148 Pearl Street, bookseller. When I told the conductor I did not know where he was born, he answered, I was born in Ireland. I made answer it made no difference where a man was born, that he was none the worse or better for that, provided he behaved himself and did not insult genteel persons. I would have come up myself, but am quite sore and stiff from the treatment I received from those monsters in human form yesterday afternoon. This statement I believe to be correct, and it is respectfully submitted. Elizabeth E. Jennings.